I just got out of an appointment with an anxiety specialist, and I'm not sure what to think yet. I generally go to my same counselor, who is also a cognitive behavioral specialist, who deals with, she specializes in like women's issues and anxiety and stuff like that too. So I'm like, ugh, I'm not sure what to think. But speaking of anxiety, if you know a little bit about my life, you know that my dad had a stroke like a year and a half ago, something like that. Yes. And he almost died, and it was super scary. And he lives out in Idaho, and I live in Minnesota. It's a 24-hour drive to go see them. Sorry, I'm driving. So I got a call from my sister last night saying that they rushed Dad to the emergency room, and immediately I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Is Dad dying? Is he okay? Like, because the last time it was a near-death thing. So Dad was rushed to the emergency room. He was in tons and tons of pain. At first they thought that it was like a twisted hernia or something. They gave him a CT scan. They still didn't know exactly what was going on. I guess this morning he ended up having gallbladder surgery, which I'm glad it was just gallbladder. That's a fairly simple thing. They did it laparoscopically, and I guess my sister just said that his was one of the worst they'd ever seen. They got in there and it nearly fell apart, and it was full of stones. Sorry if it's TMI, but there's just been a lot of stress going on. I've been super nervous to meet with this anxiety specialist. Doesn't that sound stupid? I'm nervous to meet with the anxiety specialist, but I really don't trust guys. As a guy, you go in the first time anywhere and you have to explain pretty much your whole story, all this crap. They don't know you. They don't know exactly what to do. And now I'm supposed to make decisions on whether I want to go with this guy or my regular counselor, who I love. So I'm like, no, I don't want to make decisions like this, and I don't like it. But yeah, that's what's happening right now. And I was like, great, I get to go in and meet the specialist, and you want to make a good first impression. And I tried to do my makeup, and where I burnt myself this weekend, all my skin's like peeling off my face and off my nose and off the side of my face. I was like, I look like I've caked on my makeup and it's just all cracking off like spackle. I was like, oh, whatever. But hey, yeah, look, actually I have my hair down for once. Crazy, crazy. I'm on my way, sorry, to go pick up my daughter from daycare. Yes, I hate making 5 million appointments and trying to schedule them around each other. I've got like physical therapy, I've got the chiropractor, I've got the back specialist, I've got a dentist appointment, I've got like 5 million things coming up. What are you doing? People do not know how to drive in this town. I tell ya. 4-way stop. Whoever gets there first is supposed to go first. Oh. Anyway. I hope you guys are having a good day. I will talk to you later. Hi, Toots. Did you just get home?
Yep.
Where were you? Were you at work?
No.
Where were you?
At daycare.
Oh, do you go to daycare every day when I'm at work?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you having? Having Gatorade?
What's Gatorade?
That's your drink, because you're getting sick. You have a stuffy nose. You've been blowing your nose all day. Where's your snack? Where's your snack? What do you have?
Cheese. Peanut butter crackers.
Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. How was your day today?
Good.
Good. Did you do anything naughty?
Something on accident, but I said sorry.
Oh, well, that's good.
I kind of did this to Cora.
That's not an accident.
On her shoulder.
That's on purpose. But you shouldn't do that, okay?
I said sorry.
Okay, thank you, but just don't do it again, okay? Hello, guys. It's me, again. Excuse me. So I decided I am going to just answer some random questions so that you guys can know me a little bit better. Things you might not know about me. I have been engaged 2 times. 2 times. And I'm getting married this fall. And technically, I don't know that we are engaged. Technically, we decided that we were going to be getting married, but he has not proposed yet, which I told him he still has to do officially before we get married. So technically, I've been engaged 2 times before, never married. I'm getting married this fall to a man that I'm not engaged to. Fun fact. Let's see. I originally wanted to have 6 kids. I come from a family with 8 children, including me. I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters, and my boyfriend comes from a really big family too. But too bad in life I started out much later. So I had Callie when I was 28. Yes, 28. And I am 32, so that clock is ticking. I don't think I'll be able to have that many. And after having 1, I decided that maybe 6 is a little insane, and I do not know how my family raised 8 kids. Like, seriously, there are days that 1 is just like, I'm gonna lose my mind. Yes, I used to have my belly button pierced, but when I got pregnant, I took that out. I used to have my nipples pierced, and when I got pregnant, I took them out. I used to have my tongue pierced. It's kind of still, it's open on the top and open at the bottom, but not in the middle. So, yes. I have 1 hole there at the bottom of my ears. And then this one I actually had pierced through the cartilage. Dun, 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 dun. I wanted to get lots more piercings, but that's all I have so far. I went to boarding school, and I loved it, loved it, loved it. It was awesome. It was my choice to go there, actually. My parents weren't just like, hey, let's ship her off to boarding school. I begged to go there, because it was really expensive, and I really, 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 really wanted to go, so they let me. I have worked at a camp, which was fun and horrible all at the same time. Excuse me. I have been the assistant dean at the boarding school that I went to. I came back later on in life and worked there for a little bit. What is some weird stuff about me? Oh, and if you'll notice in my videos, this finger, not trying to flip you off, but this middle finger, see how that's all bent there? I might do a story time on just that. But I cannot straighten it. Not well. That's because I broke it playing catch with a football and had to have 3 pins put in it. So for like 6 weeks, I had like pins actually sticking out of my finger. 1 on the end with a hook on it that stuck out, and then 1 like sticking out of each side of my knuckle. And that stayed that way with metal poking out of my skin for 6 weeks. It was weird. Very, very weird. And then they had to pull them out. Yeah, I am a huge klutz. Huge klutz. I get hurt quite often doing stupid things. Like, I've fallen at the end of my steps 2 or 3 times now, which is not good for my bad back. Yeah, so our tub upstairs, some pipe behind there was broken and leaking, and it leaked through onto the floor, and I stepped down off of the last step with flip-flops on, and I just went whoo, and 1 leg stayed up on the last step, 1 leg went on the floor, and I kind of did the splits, half on the steps and half off the steps. So that happened. My eye color is, I don't know if you can see it very good. It's actually bluish, greenish, grayish, depending on the day. Blue-green, Hold on 1 second. My natural hair color Want to guess what it is? Not this. Usually I am a redhead, but I was born strawberry blonde. So I love red and I love blonde, and it's very hard for me to choose. I've gone blonde for a couple times in my life, but it is so hard to go from bright red to blonde. I think I had to strip my hair, and then I had to bleach it twice, and then I could dye it the right color, but my hair was so fried, beyond fried, that it was just like straw on the ends, and it was horrible. So I think red fits me better. I like red a little bit better, so I usually just stay red. But every once in a while I might just do something crazy out of the blue. Yes. I have had 3 pet baby squirrels. I lived in the country and my dad chopped down a tree, and the dogs like chased away the mom, and the dogs were going after the babies, and I was like, I have to save them. So I saved them, and they were tiny and they didn't even have their eyes open yet, and I fed them with like a little eyedropper thing. And I think I was on home leave or some kind of leave. I was going to boarding school, but I was at home, so I had them at home for, I don't know, a few days, maybe a week, I don't remember. And then I snuck them back into the dorm with me and they lived there for a couple weeks, but then they started getting really loud. I had them in like a shoebox, and it was like with a nice little blankie in there, and I would feed them and play with them. And then I called Mom and I was like, Mom, you have to take them home and take care of them for me because they're too loud. Like when they would get hungry, they'd be like, I don't know, making a lot of noise. I'm not going to imitate the squirrel noise, but yeah. And I sent them home with my mom, and within a week they had died. I was like, what did you do? You didn't love them like I loved them. I have had a pet cow. When I was younger, I had a pet calf named Taffy. She was my little baby. I used to feed her like a big bottle. I love animals. We have a big black lab that lives in our house, Maggie. She is a nutcase. She is so naughty. She has like chewed the linoleum off of the floor. She has chewed holes in the what is it called? The trim along the door downstairs. She kind of is just naughty. If she can get off her leash and run, she used to like duck her head down, slip her head out of her collar, and just run around the block until my boyfriend would go catch her. So naughty. Black Labs have a lot of energy. She is now like almost 5 years old, and she's just starting to mellow out. But if somebody comes into the house, she gets so excited, she's like, and like jumps all over them. And we have a cat from my sister. Our kitty's name is Junie. But yeah, that's our family. So maybe now you know a little bit more about me. Eventually, when I get a little bit of money after the wedding sometime, I want to get like actual nice vlogging cameras and equipment and do like cool vlogging stuff. But until then, you're kind of just getting to know me with my phone and what I have now. But hopefully you guys like watching. Hopefully you'll subscribe and just stick it out with me and see what kind of stuff happens. I know this summer I want to go camping and I want to do a lot of fun stuff, so hopefully that stuff will be on the vlog. And I will try to put lots of the wedding stuff on because I love watching that stuff with other people. And all of the stuff I will be doing myself for the wedding, which I need to start now working on that. But yeah, talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Mwah. Sending you lots of love. Bye.